Hi guys, good afternoon. So as you already know, a lot of movements today because of the speech regarding the finance laws. So what we see in Nifty, you can see there is a reversal signal that we were waiting for a long time, indicating Nifty should start its uptrend now. But we also have a slight rejection. Alright, so what that basically means is that although we should be looking at a start of an uptrend here on Nifty, but there is a strong possibility that before the uptrend begins, you could see another pullback of maybe to the mid of this candle's range somewhere here. It's about 11,000 range. So ideal price to start buying Nifty will be here around 11,000. Okay, not really at the opening on Monday. So although we can see that trend seems to have started, it's just the first indication. So wait for the pullback and then get onto the buying side of Nifty. Alright, similarly with Bank Nifty, we have the same view. Exactly the same kind of candlestick. So expecting the same thing. Ideal way to do this is you use the Fibonacci tool. And try to target your entries around 61.8%, which is 27,693 for Bank Nifty, and do the same for Nifty as well. Alright, now let's move on with the stocks. Let's start with Infi. Okay, what you see here is that Infi is looking bearish, right? It closed below the low of the previous week, but then we have support nearby. So let's see where we can expect the uptrend to start from. Right, so I would expect Infi to test 788, and around this level is where you can start your buying. I would not be interested in targeting a sell from here from 807 to 788. The reason being the risk is too much, and at the same time that's like going against the trend. With Nifty also starting to move upwards, it would not be advisable. Now moving on to Adani Ports, if you see the weekly chart, we had the retest some time back, right? So it's in an uptrend, retest was done. And this week we also have a rejection on the lower side. Support was rejected. Now when you check the daily chart, we have a breakout of the recent range, indicating we can look at further upside movement. So this is the swing high strategy or the zigzag strategy entry as well, right? So this is the starting of the upward trend on Adani Ports. So I'm bullish on this. Allahabad Bank is strongly bearish, continuing to be bearish, but don't sell at the current price. Look for a better entry to sell. Apollo Hospitals, you can see that pullback is done, and we have a confirmation today, a bullish engulfing, right? So this is ready to be bought. You can start your buying on this. Apollo Hospitals bullish. Asian Paints is bullish today. In fact, I was trying to buy, but the move was so fast that the price just jumped, so could not enter. So here this is an indication that the uptrend is started. Now what we need to do is wait for the correction of this move and then enter, which is going to happen next week. A strong possibility of that happening next week. So try to buy around 1585 to 1612. That's also the previous support. So you will have a breakout pullback entry here, and then you could plan looking at the best stop loss. Bajaj Finserv, we had a double bottom and a bounce up, a breakout. So here same thing, pull back and then upward move. So what you're expecting from the market next week is Monday, Tuesday could be some corrections, and then midweek onwards the uptrend should start. That's what I'm expecting. Bajaj Finance, same thing, strong upward move, although there's resistance here, but can't really do much at this price. So we need to wait for a pullback and then an entry here. Bata was bullish for quite a while, and we can see here it again broke out. It's continuing the uptrend, but here again you have to wait for a good pullback. So better to stay out of this. Direction wise strongly bullish, but we have to wait for the best entry or a better entry price to get into this. Berger Paints similarly, just like Asian Paints, doing strongly bullish movement. Britannia, although has not broken the swings, but has started showing signs of upward moves, right? So we'll have to see how this plays out. We would not start buying this, but if you do get a good entry around 2712 with a tight stop loss, you could look at a buy after a reversal signal on maybe the 4-hourly chart. This is a good buy, looks like a decent risk to reward here, but the target would just be 140. So we'd be looking at buying around 130 range, or preferably if you see a pullback to 127, and then a target of 140, 141. Colgate-Palmolive, a strong breakout level. There should be a correction, so intraday traders can maybe target a pullback, but not really advisable. Better to wait and watch. So a big movement has already happened. Here we had the entry earlier. Last week we had this trade. I don't know how many of you got it. Now we have to again wait for the next pullback. Eicher Motors is looking good in the sense that I'm still strongly bearish on this. We had a upward spike, so this should be a good sell, but the price that you can expect, okay, this is the right price to sell also. We just need a confirmation, a swing low break, a lower close, a reversal candlestick pattern, a strong confirmation what we need before we start selling Eicher Motors. Glenmark Pharma is looking bearish. In spite of the upward move, you can see that today's candle was still bearish. It opened with a gap and still bearish. So this is strongly bearish. You can still short this. Havells India broke out of the nearby consolidation. Same strategy applies like Nifty. We wait for the correction and then we enter into this. HDFC has formed a bottom, a double bottom, and we have a bullish engulfing the last 3 days of movement, right? So this is an indication of a buy. And if you check the weekly chart, we also have a nice rejection candle at the support. So both indicating a good buy. So HDFC should be strongly bullish. Not expecting much of a retracement on this. Similarly, HDFC Bank, but here you should wait for the retracement before you enter. Hindustan Unilever again strongly bullish, wait for pullback and then enter. Jubilant Foodworks, same thing, strong upward move. So most of the stocks which have made a big move today, we will be waiting for a pullback. But you know that the direction is bullish. So if you see a 61.8% correction, that's the time to enter. So you can probably have pending orders. Try to target the price of 12.01 here, and all these stocks try to target 61.8 as your entry levels. Just Dial has a rejection, but it's not a very strong move. Only thing is weekly it has a good support. So if you have confirmation on the lower time frame, which is there, and the risk to reward is good, that's why we have taken it. So before you enter this, make sure that at least on the lower time frame, like 15 minutes, you see a higher close candle before you take your entry. Larsen & Toubro rejected, tested the support, pulled up and closed at the high without a spike. So body dominating close and a breakout of the range again. So yes, you can target this. Let's see how much retracement we get. In a stock like this, I'm not expecting a retracement of 61.8%, probably even 38% pullback would be ideal to take the entry. So somewhere around 1367. Manappuram Finance. This is a good breakout, a test of there was a retest, long spike, and the market broke out of the recent range. So this is bullish. And it is also giving sign that it would be doing a pullback. So 124.9, 124.75 should be the ideal entry price. McDowell's, you can see, has been in an upward channel and still going up. Maruti has ideally reached its resistance. So just like Eicher Motors, Maruti, all of them have reached a good level for going short. So I'm not bullish on the automobile sector at all. Just been retesting. So these would prove to be good shorting opportunities. Ones are down. You can see 4 hourly, we have a nice rejection pin bar. So if you see a market say doing a further correction to 6769, 6780, that would be the ideal price to go short. MRPL still continuing the downtrend, no upward move. So that just shows how weak the stock is. In spite of Nifty, did not really have much of an impact, continuing the downtrend. Muthoot Finance bouncing up. Excuse me. Nestle breakout. So same rules apply, pullback and entry. NHPC is still going down, right? So here you can see the kind of movement that it has. So if you're ready to hold on to your trade for about a week or two, since it's the expiry options week, you can take options for October and then hold on. That's the only way you could benefit from this. Page Industries again shows that we have found a bottom and we are starting the uptrend. So we'll wait for the correction of this move. This is where it had started moving up also. So we look at an entry around 19,436. PC Jewelers is a very good short. You can see there was a pullback 2-3 days back, and last 3 days it has been showing signs of further bearish move. So we can expect a breakout. Breakout is already done, pullback is also done. So this should be a good short for next week. Pidilite Industries breakout, same logic. Petronet is looking good, looking bullish, but here we need the 4 hours to actually time our entry, right? Again, we have to wait for a pullback before we take an entry here. So most stocks, that's the story now because the major movement that we saw. Here, Ramco Cements, you can see the range, it is still in the range. So we will need to see the breakout. So if you see the market playing halfway in the range, you can use a small stop loss at the low and then target the high again. But this looks bullish because on the weekly chart we can see there was already rejection. So last week was the confirmation with engulfing. This week retest of the support, a very strong support, and candlestick moving up. Although this is not a body dominating candlestick, but because of the rejection, we're expecting further upside on this. If you look at the bigger picture, we have correction of exactly 50% and a lot of support here. So that's why I'm bullish on this. So paints and cements, both the sectors, both industries are doing well and they're going hand in hand. So yeah, this should be a good buy. Reliance Industries looking good, strong bullish engulfing after retest of the support. Siemens continuing, but only thing is it's approaching the resistance, so you'll have to plan the entry again. Tata Global Beverages, this is a good stock. Once it starts the direction, as you can see, it plays well. So it has already given the confirmation. You can take a buy on this next week beginning as well. Tata Steel, not really change of trend, but you can target the resistance at 400. But a better way to trade this is to wait for the market to reach here and then go short. So either here, or we could see market pulling up till 466. But shorting would be a better on Tata Steel as of now. Titan, we were expecting upward movement last week. We had a buy call on this, and you can see price did shoot up. So it's still bullish, but after the pullback, same story. Vedanta looking bearish, but we can see further upside before it reverses, right? So you can try to short Vedanta at 172. So it has broken the recent resistance at 149. So now the next one is at 172. Voltas is looking good. Price was in a consolidation which is broken out, so we should be resuming the uptrend now after quite some time. From from December 2017 onwards, it has been consolidating, and now a breakout. Okay, these are all the list for the next week. So there are a lot of stocks. Most of them are showing similar patterns. Keep in mind that first week, which is the first few days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, you can look at pullbacks. So the trades which are giving sell signals would be best for Monday, Tuesday, probably half of Wednesday. Second, midweek onwards, you can look at buying, but also confirm with what's happening with Nifty on the 4-hourly basis to match your entries along with the market direction. That's it for now. Looking forward to your comments, and are there any other stocks that you want to check? You can always directly let me know or through the comments. Thank you. Trade well. Bye bye. See you guys next week.